So this is the last vlog I'm going to be doing in this apartment. I'm moving out of here next week, so say goodbye to the beautiful brick wall that I love so much. Also, coffee on a Tuesday and vlog 59. Nationally, we've dealt with our share of tragedies in recent months. Last October, Hurricane Sandy caused an estimated $71 billion in damage to the East Coast. In December, 20 children were shot and killed at Sandy Hook Elementary in Connecticut. In April, 2 bombs were set off at the Boston Marathon, and just last week, a massive tornado literally uprooted an Oklahoma town, killing 24. Internationally, there are, of course, tragedies beyond counting. For some, such tragedies are a way of life, a daily affair. For those who have experienced the pain, the residents at the Jersey Shore, the parents of the children at Newtown, the marathon runners who trained and were robbed in violence of their triumph, there opens up beneath them a new basement of feeling, which many of us cannot and hopefully will never know. Such pain in this country, especially in those relatively safe neighborhoods like the one I grew up in, must be alienating. I've never experienced intense suffering, never seen death or had someone very close to me die, so by what language could the victim communicate to me his sorrow? What responsibility do I have to feel it? And what responsibility do I have to feel the day-to-day suffering for those in parts of the world to whom such deep pain is not alienating but inclusionary? For a short time after college, I studied philosophy, and I found that the more I read, the more reading seemed insufficient. I was studying philosophy to figure out what to do, and ironically, as the concept of truth became increasingly murky to me, how to act became increasingly plain. The only thing really worth doing, I found, was helping other people. Of course, people need help in a variety of ways. In Stardust Memories, Woody Allen says,
obviously, if you don't have enough to eat or something, that becomes your major problem. The issues become very clear cut. But what happens if you're living in a more, a more affluent society and you're lucky enough to not have to worry about that? Let's say you're surviving. So then your problems become, how can I fall in love? Or why can't I fall in love, more accurately? And why do I age and die? And what meaning can my life possibly have? The issues become very complex for you.
For a guy who makes a lot of funny movies, you're kind of a depressive,
Allen is describing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a hierarchical list of our human needs, often shown as a pyramid, from our most fundamental to our most complex, from our physiological needs of food and shelter to our need of safety, of friendship, self-esteem, and finally of self-actualization, our needs of creativity and morality. The idea is that one cannot ascend the pyramid until the needs of lower orders are satisfied. As a novelist and vlogger, as one with food, shelter, safety, self-esteem, friends, I aim to treat issues of self-actualization for myself and others. That's what this vlog is. But that's also a choice. It means that my experience in its attempts at profundity will be wholly and necessarily different from mine. This is Shawn Ahmed of the Uncultured Project. Shawn withdrew from grad school after hearing a speech by Dr. Jeffrey Sachs about poverty. He liquidated his savings and left his life to start a project in which he uses technology and the web to bring those in need together with what they need. Teaming up with various organizations, Shawn has provided clean water to villages, rebuilt a high school destroyed by a cyclone, provided emergency relief in multiple disaster areas, and helped over 10,000 children through long-term health worker programs.
I just returned from Bangladesh, where 2 major events happened. First was the garment factory collapse, which killed over 1,100 people. Also, episodes of Muslim extremist violence, which over 250,000 Muslim extremists congregated in the city. There were clashes with security forces and many had died. What I'm feeling right now are Bangladeshis' resilience to tragedy, and it's very hard to talk about this in a way that doesn't romanticize the poor or those suffering, because in many respects, because they can handle it, or they seem to be handling it, and I couldn't, it sometimes makes me feel like I should put them on a pedestal. For me, I can actually have a normal day, and then I could go to an H&M, and then all of a sudden I'm getting flashbacks of the garment factory collapse. Or I can watch a movie where people die, and I get flashbacks of the morgue where I saw corpses from the Muslim extremists who were committing violence.
Shot in the eye, let's not show them. Just keep it on me. Shawn is living the conclusion I came to a few years ago, a conclusion that I entertained in the comfort of my largely painless existence, but one which I did not see through for reasons of family, vocation, and cowardice. See, what Maslow doesn't cover is whether or not it's okay to ascend the hierarchy of needs when just one other person with whom you share the world lacks the fundamentals of life or any need of a lower order. When people ask me, I tell them that I'm a writer because I feel I have a knack for it, because I believe that I could add something significant to the history of literature. About 60% of me believes that, more or less by turns. Of course, these things don't have to be mutually exclusive. The Vlogbrothers, self-actualizers if there ever were, have raised millions of dollars for charities through Kiva.com and the Project for Awesome. Last year, $14,000 of that Project for Awesome money went to kids in need of desks in Malawi. This year, tens of thousands of dollars is going to the Uncultured Project. These things make a real difference in the world. But now I will return to my videos and my writing. Shawn will return to his hands-on work in Bangladesh. And though sat just inches apart, we are separated by a gulf of experience, a gulf of pain and suffering, and a sensory knowledge of privileges that feel to me like mere facts. A gulf which I cannot cross.
And a gulf which many in Bangladesh, and to some extent me, can never uncross.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you so...
So here's the problem. Evan can't do one-take videos. So if we were going to do this, we will be here for quite a while. So if you should check out his other videos, he will have annotations to various videos.
But no, on the, where you're seeing us right now, there will be an annotation to the Uncultured Project. Go there and watch all of Shawn's videos. I admire everything he does. I think, it's absolutely incredible, and I think you'll think that too. Come here.
All right.